This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe. Let's get right into the news. Well, 50 Cent. First, he went off on Campbell Soup because there was this whistleblower at Campbell Soup that says there isn't real chicken in their chicken noodle soup. It's like artificial or stuff. Campbell Soup already responded to that and said it's 100% official. Of course, they're gonna respond because this gets 50 Cent gets so many views. They're gonna respond to something like this. Now, 50 Cent also reposted a clip from a guy named Tyrone off Instagram, and it says T.I. bombs on stage, and he's talking about Young Thug. Now, people were saying that the laughing was removed from, and it was just isolated to T.I., so it makes it look like nobody's laughing. But I'm going to tell you, the jokes weren't even funny. T.I.'s stand-up comedy, to me, personally, isn't that funny. Is T.I. funny like when he's like on interviews and stuff? Yes, he is. But just because you're funny when you're having conversations with people and you're doing interviews doesn't mean you necessarily should take it to the stage. It's not easy. 50 Cent says, damn, man, it doesn't look easy. But it's not, it looks easy, but it's not easy at all. And then he says, ha, ha, ha. Now, he's not really shading. I mean, you know, I'll give T.I. this. At least he's trying. He wants to do this, and he's trying to do it. He's been trying to do this for years. He has money, so it's not like he's doing this to make money. He's doing this really just to see if he can do it and be successful at it. But personally, I think he's not funny. But that's just me. You might think he's hilarious. Lil Durk says, crazy how you gotta wait until it's dark out to see who's really with you. Bro. You didn't realize that at that point already? That people are only around you when you're successful, and then when everything's against you and you're accused of, you know, orchestrating murder and stuff and nobody wants to stand next to you anymore. It's just the reality of life. As soon as you're not popping anymore, your phone stops ringing. Or as soon as you can't you don't have anything to offer anybody, your phone stops ringing. And that's a great lesson in life to learn. Stop helping people that wouldn't help you. I had to learn this the hard way. I used to help a lot of people. I used to help them get some money, get their video out there. I'm talking about back in the World Star days. I used to do a lot of favors. And guess what? When I stopped doing videos and I moved into something else, and I asked those people for a favor, got crickets. Only a few people came through. And I wasn't desperate for anything, but you know, it's just like these people don't come around and support you when it's your turn. I'll tell you one person specifically is 2 Chainz. When I met him, he was Titty Boy. I did a lot of videos for him, a lot on the strength, and he was putting Conjure in the videos, and that was Ludacris's thing, and he was getting paid for that, right? And Ludacris wanted to work with me, and he just connected me to Ludacris. I always appreciate that, but I showed my appreciation after I made money with Ludacris. I bought him a Louis Vuitton bag that he liked, right? Pause, all right? Because he always liked my backpack. I bought something similar to that, right? But ask me if 2 Chainz, and I helped 2 Chainz get to the next level, right? I was one of the people. Once he started getting more buzz, of course, he got other people around him, the street execs guys and everything, and they helped as well, okay? But sometimes it takes, you got to get that first, like, interest in you, and then then more people come around, right? So I was putting a lot of videos out in a short amount of time with him at the top. So it got a lot of views and a lot of attention. And then more people wanted to be around him. And it got him to the next level, which, you know, you got to go to a few levels to get it to where he's at, right? Now, what did I ask him? Just to do some videos, like maybe 6 months later. He was like, oh, do videos for my other artists. I was like, oh, okay. Cool. Because, you know, he wasn't really like, when I was first working with him, nobody cared. Nobody cared. It wasn't bringing me any business, right? He was making money from Ludacris. I was making money from Ludacris, right? But the thing is like, and it wasn't being paid for the video. It was just being paid for promotion of the liquor. Okay, don't get it confused. And he didn't know me anything, but it's just like it comes down to like a character of a person, and sometimes people don't want to be reminded that they needed help at one point, you know. So that was a dud. That was a dud, and it just made me just lose a lot of respect for him. And I really like 2 Chainz. He was funny. He was cool to be around and everything, but it showed me his character. I mean, look at all the artists that it was around him back then. None of them took off. He didn't put anybody in the forefront. Cap won all of them. Nobody. Nobody got on. Dollar. Nobody. It's crazy. So, it is what it is. So with Lil Durk, they're talking about bringing a lot of cooperating witnesses to the stand. Durk also says like he's not getting treated right, and they're addressing that in court. It's gonna be a long, drawn out thing with Lil Durk. Maybe he'll beat it. I think he's cooked, but you know, you never know. Sometimes they're not organized enough. He could beat it essentially, where maybe he'll get off with a slap on the wrist. You know, meaning like probation. Who knows? Might be another Young Thug situation. My next tape is crazy. They said 35-year-old Fivio Foreign shows off his new movie theater chain that actually plays movies. First of all, Fivio Foreign is definitely older than that. I think he's 38. Says he's 35. I'm pretty sure he's 37, 38. When you get signed to a label, sometimes they change your age with like Wikipedia and everything, which is fine. I don't care. I understand why they do it. It gives you a little more like breathing room to grow. People don't age you out, you know. This movie theater chain is trash, bro. To spend all that money on a movie theater chain, I mean, it's cool, but it's also trash at the same time. It's like, bro, just get a normal chain, bro. I remember Cameron used to do dumb little chains like that. They were interesting back in the day. He had like a remote control chain where the world would spin and everything. It was cool at the time, but also when you think about it now, it's like, bro, that shit was kind of trash. like the stoplight and the stoplight would change. Like, bro, just get a cool chain, you know? Sometimes people overdo it. The highest grossing rap tours in 2025. Well, Kendrick Lamar and SZA tour. They did 42 shows, made almost just shy of $400 million. Then you got Tyler, the Creator, $174 million. Nelly did $44 million. Okay. Suicide Boys, $43 million. Travis Scott, $41 million. Only on with 7 shows. Nelly and Suicide Boys had to do like 46 shows, and Tyler, the Creator, had to do 98 shows. Wu-Tang Clan, $30 million, 27 shows. NBA Youngboy, $28 million, 17 shows. Don Toliver, $24 million, 43 shows. Rod Wave, you would have thought he made more than that. $21 million, 11 shows. Central C, $14.9 million, 42 shows. That's a lot of shows. It kind of breaks down how much these guys are getting paid, too. Kendrick Lamar didn't take home. It generated $369 million, so him and SZA had to split that. Still, it's a ton of money, bro. Ton of money. Well, Zion Williams is getting exposed again for supporting this woman. Sent her $2,000. She's exposing him. Why would you expose that? You ain't gonna get no more money. Like, Diddy finances under fire as employees claim they're not getting paid while locked up. Yeah, Diddy's cheap, man. You know, that's why he didn't pay for them tapes. Honeycomb Brazy says he's logging off for who cares, bro? Log off for the rest of the year. It doesn't matter, bro. He had his mom respond to Finesse 2 times too, bro. I ain't gonna play that. It was just weird. Atlanta rapper Lil Deco, never heard of him, but he was shot and robbed inside of a Miami store with $20K gold chain was taken. Finesse 2 times drops a great song called Back to the Bottom. Make sure you go check that out. That was a good song. Big Meech, will Rick Ross help him out? Because he needs help more than ever right now. Southwest T has teamed up with 50 Cent. They're dropping a doc in about 10 days, 10 days. Big Meech needs a little bit of assistance from somebody because Terry's going to tell the real story about BMF and how Big Meech tanked the whole operation. Big Meech is cooked out here, man. After this doc, I don't think he's going to be able to do anything. Who would have thought? Everybody thought he would have been the biggest thing ever when he came home. Papoose drops 50 Cent diss record snippet. Benzino talks about Adin Ross. Everybody's piling on Adin Ross now. Hey, Adin Ross shouldn't have called Doechii the B word. And he also called her a black B word. And I was like, whoa. Because it's going to be interpreted wrong. I know he has this little beef with Doechii or whatever, but like, bro. And he's called other girls of different colors the B word too. But it's like, it doesn't mean, oh, you know, like, you know what Benzino refers it to? You know what Benzino references? He references his Eminem beef. You got to be joking me, bro. Eminem put way more people on than Benzino ever did. And, you know, I'm not a huge Eminem fan, but it's like, bro, you are so salty over that beef. It's sad, bro. Like, calm down. Yo, Benzino is like, it's just a sad tale. He hates white people, bro. He only used Dave Mays to, like, try to make money with him on the source. He was basically extorting Dave Mays. Dave Mays does not mess with Benzino anymore.
Happens when y'all let the other man get too busy.
I have to say he's allegedly extorting Big Mays. It was just a weird. I think Dave Mays felt he was protected with Benzino up there, and maybe he was at the time, but it's like Benzino didn't really do anything at the source, right? He just was there.
Our culture. It already happened with Eminem. When Eminem called black women bitches and made a whole song about it, the internet wasn't around, so, you know, that was the excuse. Like, oh, if the internet wasn't around, he wouldn't get away with that shit. Well,
Benzino puts his hands on black women, right? We've seen this on police videos. Benzino beefs with his daughter, his black daughter. Benzino needs to have more respect for women, period, okay? I don't want to hear anything he has to say. Now, you know, I do agree that Adin Ross went way too far. And it was disrespectful to a point where it's like, bro, you need to stop, you know? And why? Why even care? Why even care what Doechii said? Why have a beef with Doechii? It doesn't matter, you know? It's like, it doesn't matter at all. This all started with, like, Glasses Malone threatening him, and he doesn't like him. And then, of course, Joe Budden doesn't like him. So it's just spiraling out of control now. It's like the pile-on effect. Everyone wants to talk about it to get in the algorithm.
Adin Ross.
Plus that jacket, bro. It's like the Missy, I can't stand the rain jacket, bro. It's like, what's going on here?
You got the nerve to call Doechii a bitch? You.
Didn't Benzino call a girl the B word before? Let's see here. Benzino calls woman bitch. Erupts on female cop. S my D, and then he calls her the B word when he's getting arrested. I do remember that one. Let's see who else. Benzino calls 50 Cent this. Did he call Carly Red one too? Let's see. Nah. Benzino's just like, I don't know. Whatever. I don't really care about Benzino. Yo, Jim Jones at the start of every year tries to start something. Now he's saying Cam was scared to go outside. Now he's talking about Dame Dash was a little man, worked for the guys on the west side, but when he came to the east side, all the younger guys respected him, like him and Cameron. But really, in reality, he was just a worker. He got sandwiches for the other dealers. Bro, he's just trying. It's good content and everything, but it's like, Jim's always trying to start something. He's hoping to get a response. It is what it is. Kanye was spotted at a Porsche dealer in LA. Ice Spice is dropping just bricks, bro. They're not good. This is rich. Come from Davies. It doesn't cost anything to show love, bro. This guy used to, when he was popping 2015 to 2018, he was disrespectful and not showing love to anybody, man. He was bitter. He would show up late to stuff, call people names. Like, he did not care, bro. It's rich coming from him. Then 50 Cent in the Club surpasses 2 billion streams on Spotify, being dropped in 2003 with no Spotify even around until 2010. So he didn't even start accumulating streams until 7 years after. That's crazy. Well, I guess that's about it, man. I appreciate you all. I'll check you guys in the next one. Smash that like button for me. And I'll check you in the morning. And make sure you stay positive. Don't talk negatively about yourself. Stay positive about your life. Stay positive about your future in 2026. And handle one problem at a time. A lot of people, like I say, are in debt. You got to handle one thing at a time, man. You can't handle everything at once. And a simpler life is a better life, if that makes any sense. You don't need more than one car. You don't need more than one house. Trust me, that's a no. To have more than one house is a lot of work. Unless you're making income from the other house. Having two houses is not a good idea. Just live simple. The more simple your life is, the happier you'll be, the less stress you'll have. Simplicity is okay. It's not bad to have nice things, but don't have too much. You know? We've all made that mistake before. I appreciate you all, and I'll check you on the next one. Peace.